heart of South Florida. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with many national championships, including the 2024 Women's Swimming and Diving Championship and 2020 football, lacrosse, and men's swimming and diving titles. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest.
DQ Grill & Grill, always your first love for delicious treats. Enjoy the blizzard of the month, Red Velvet Cake Blizzard. Indulge in real red velvet cake pieces and cream cheese icing, blended with DQ Signature Soft Serve. Plus, the $7 meal deal remains in full effect. Your choice of a DQ cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip basket served with fries, a drink, and a sundae for just $7. DQ Grill & Chill with 2 locations, 4828 Lake Worth Road and US 1 just south of North Lake.
Hi, I'm Scott Smith with Smith Ball Baez and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. As you have likely seen and heard, law firm advertising is at an all-time high. Attorney ads seem to be part of every radio and TV commercial segment. Some firms are even using paid actors and actresses to speak for them. At Smith Ball Baez and Prather, we know that the decision to hire a law firm should never be based on advertisements alone. It is our past results and many positive 5-star reviews that we encourage you to read at smithball.com to learn more about our law firm. We have board-certified lawyers. We have lawyers listed in the best lawyers in America and in super lawyers. But most importantly, we have experienced lawyers located right here in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast that are ready to be your advocate and your voice, and fully prepared to start fighting for your legal rights today. Our purpose, legal power. Our mission, huge results. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith Ball Baez and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith Ball Baez and Prather, help is just a local phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
The pink smoke is in the air. Inter Miami Soccer is on ESPN 106.3. Here's Mike Rizzo.
A crazy first half down there in Fort Lauderdale. Mike Rizzo here with the halftime show on the Inter Miami Radio Network. We'll go through I got chronological order, folks, of the big highlights of the first half. You have the Avilas goal, you have the Avilas sending off, and then you have the Elenick free kick goal right after the Toto Avilas sending off for Inter Miami. Inter Miami now playing with 10 men in this game. As I said, welcome on into the halftime show here, the Inter Miami Radio Network. Mike Rizzo holding the fort down. Wanted to go through a couple of numbers here. Expected goals, total shots, big chances, and time of possession. And we'll start with the latter, time of possession. Believe it or not, Inter Miami controlling things on the time of possession side, 55-45. Now, you would think with being down to 10 men, that things would get a little bit dicey. Maybe they don't have the ball. They're going to have to dig in and start playing some defense. That really has not been the case for Inter Miami. And as far as who's been dominating the game and the ebbs and flows of the game, you're about to hear Inter Miami has had every big chance they possibly could have to extend their lead, even with playing with 10 men. But 55% ball possession for Inter Miami, 45 for NYCFC. Expected goals, XGs, Inter Miami is at a 1.39, while NYCFC is not even at a 1, folks. They're at a 0.35. 0.35. There have been 7 total shots on goal for Inter Miami compared to NYCFC's 3. 4 big chances for Inter Miami compared to 0 big chances for NYCFC. Let's take you through that chronological order that I have set up for you guys. Shout out to my guy, Ken Levicki. He's doing a great job on the play-by-play. We're going to be hearing him right now. And the first goal, 5 minutes in. Here's Ken Levick on Toto Avilas' goal on the Inter Miami Radio Network.
At the upper right edge of the area extended. There's a play through to Messi. Outside the 6-yard box. And it's a goal for Inter Miami. A sliding finish for Tomas Avilas. And a perfect feed from Messi. It's 1-0 Inter Miami. 5 minutes in, an electric start to the 2025 campaign.
Toto Avilas getting in on the goal, assisted by Lionel Messi, excuse me. At first glance, it is first time I heard it, I thought Messi scored. And then sure enough, I saw the replay and Toto Avilas getting in for Inter Miami. And then we had a near chance goal, a darn near goal. How about that one for Lionel Messi?
To right foot into it, floats it, left side of the air. That's a beautiful ball. Played through. It's still loose in front. There's a fight for it, and a shot is blasted away across the end line. It's going to be an Inter Miami corner as Messi came trailing late at the edge of the 6-yard box and had a shot blocked. It was point blank, and it'll be Inter Miami with its second corner of the night.
So at this time, folks, it is currently 1-0. We're going to fast forward to the sending off. Toto Avilas got sent off in the 23rd minute. Here's how it sounded with our buddy Ken Levica on the Inter Miami Radio Network.
Oh, he had a heavy touch. Spun through traffic, and then he's tackled in the box, and we have a whistle, and we have a referee decision and a red. It's a straight red against Inter Miami.
Yeah, and listen, red cards obviously change games. There are a couple of subs that did have to come on for this game, and obviously head coach Javier Mascherano making adjustments as now he is playing with 10 men. But you would think that Inter Miami would not be on the attacking side. They would really dig in. That was not the case, as I said. Let's hear that NYCFC goal, though. This is directly after the red card for Toto Avilas. This is right after the red card. So we at first thought it was going to be a PK. We thought it was going to be a penalty kick. We thought it was going to be in the box, but turns out the referee put it on the outside of the box. It was a free kick, but honestly, it didn't matter because NYCFC gets in here.
A free kick just outside the box. It's delivered to the right of the 6-yard box, and a set-piece goal. That was beautiful for NYCFC. The free kick was set to the right of the area, one touch, and Ustari is beaten. And NYCFC is drawn level at 1-1 in the 26th minute.
Mitja Elinik with the goal on that free kick, making this thing 1-1 in the 26th minute. From here on out, Inter Miami was playing with 10 men, but that didn't really matter because they had big chance after big chance. Let's hear the first one.
Allen, couple dribbles forward into the middle. Suarez on to Messi. Messi, beautiful play through. Here's a right-footed shot. Freeze with the denial. Point blank in the box. And we remain at 1-1. Oh, a glorious opportunity for Inter Miami. And then a foul as Suarez is twisted down to the turf by Morales.
Yep, and that was Taylor for Inter Miami, who came on after they got down to 10 men with that Toto Avilas red card. Next, let's hear the pressure mounting again. This is right before halftime. By the way, 8 minutes of added time. A little strange there, folks. I got to admit, 8 minutes of added time in this first half for Inter Miami and NYCFC. But here's Jordi Alba in extra time in that first half. Almost there.
We are nearing the end of the opening half. It's played through, and a denial left foot Alba, and it is deflected away. NYCFC, right place, right time. And another Inter Miami corner. They are really, really putting pressure on Freeze's goal.
That's our pal Ken Levica on the play-by-play for us. Once again, folks, you are listening to the halftime show here on the Inter Miami Radio Network, the Miami Median, as we get you set for the second half of action coming up at Chase Stadium. I was a little surprised about the 8 minutes of added time. I didn't think there were enough stoppages in the game to warrant 8 minutes, but if anything, it played to our Inter Miami and our Herons, advantage. You heard the big chance after big chance. I want to stress this, and obviously for all my soccer fans out there, you understand this. When you have 10 men on the field, it changes the whole dynamic of the game. Two things are true in soccer. Number one, goals change games. Number two, cards change games, especially red cards. And Toto Avilas, after the goal, was sent off in the 26th minute. Inter Miami now going to have to figure things out with 10 men. A couple other things I did want to touch on as well on my notes here. Tomasijevic probably should have been sent off late in that second half. So Tomasijevic, a midfielder for NYCFC already had a red card. He made a reckless tackle into Luis Suarez late in that first half, was not given a card or a sending off. Head coach Javier Mascherano was very animated on the sidelines. Sergio Busquets, Lionel Messi, Jordi Alba, and a bunch of team leaders really had an issue with that tackle by Tomasijevic on Luis Suarez. Another thing to note, Fafa Pico, the brilliant new transfer in from Vancouver, started this game on the left side. He was unable to go after injury early on in this game, and a substitute had to come on for him. So the more we hear about Fafa Pico, Pico, we will let you guys know. We all hope here at the Inter Miami Radio Network that Fafa Pico is doing okay. Folks, with all things considered, I think Inter Miami is in a good spot right now. I understand they have 10 men. You know, you guys are probably calling me crazy through the radio, but they've been able to create chances even with 10 men on the field. It shows the quality of our Herons this year. Even though they're down a man, they are able to respond and able to create chances. Both teams are going to be making adjustments at halftime. Javier Mascherano and Janssen, the head coach for NYCFC. I am thrilled for the second half here coming up. This has been the Miami Media and the halftime report here on the Inter Miami Radio Network. It is now time to send you back to our good buddy Ken LaVicka after this timeout. After this timeout, we'll go back to Ken LaVicka on the play-by-play on the Inter Miami Radio Network.
To see contaminated water coming out of the faucet, the taste is difficult to ignore. And what about plastics and pharmaceuticals now in the water? The team at Culligan is here to help. Culligan offers water testing and reverse osmosis systems designed to filter out those contaminants right at the source. Culligan has been helping the local community with water issues since 1936. Schedule your appointment today at Culligan.com.
Hey, Culligan man!
It's Inter Miami Soccer on ESPN 106.3. Let's get back to the pitch. Here's Ken LaVicka.
After 45 minutes of play, it is Inter Miami 1 and NYCFC 1. Second half about to get underway here from Chase Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. Ken LaVicka with you. It is Inter Miami on ESPN and West Palm. There is the whistle from the referee, Rosendo Mendoza. We are back underway with Inter Miami down to 10 men, and they have been down to 10 men for the better part of 38 match minutes as we get into our second 45. Season opener in season number 30 of Major League Soccer, and so glad you're spending your Saturday night with us here on ESPN West Palm. Also the free Deportes Radio FC app, as well as Sirius XM Channel 157 and Apple TV Plus, the MLS Season Pass. It was Tomas Aviles for Inter Miami scoring in the 5th minute of this one, but then under 20 minutes later, he'd receive a straight red on a challenge just outside the area. NYCFC was certainly threatening Inter Miami's goal. A set piece, beautifully performed straight off the training ground. And it was Alonso Martinez who set up Micha Ilinic. And it was 1-1 at that point with Inter Miami down to 10 men. Inter Miami into the attacking third, left side of the pitch in this second 45. Inter Miami going right to left. And here comes NYCFC after gaining possession back. They are into the right attacking half. Trying to make a run into the box, and it's swept away by Inter Miami's Ian Frey. We do have substitutions at halftime. We'll get those laid out for you in just a moment. Inter Miami, with those 10 men, made 2 second-half substitutions. Ian Frey came in right after Aviles was shown red. Robert Taylor took off an injured Fafa Pico. So we have our substitutions here for Inter Miami. It is... We'll have a couple of them. We'll get you set up as a shot from outside the box by NYCFC is sent up and over the bar. Federico Redondo has entered the match for Inter Miami.